Multiliteracies in TAS by Samir El-Helou. Hello everyone, this presentation explores what multiliteracies are and why they matter in technology and applied studies. In contemporary classrooms, literacy is no longer limited to reading and writing printed words. Students now make meaning through written language, images, diagrams, sound, video, spatial design, gesture, and digital platforms. This shift is especially important in TAS because our subjects already require students to interpret visual information, use specialized technologies, communicate design ideas, and create products for specific audiences. In this presentation, I will explain the concept of multiliteracies, outline the role of social worlds and multimodality, and then show how these ideas can be meaningfully incorporated into teaching and learning practices within TAS. Now, what are multiliteracies? Multiliteracies recognizes that literacy has expanded beyond traditional print-based forms of communication. It responds to the reality that students now engage with a wide range of texts and technologies in everyday life. Rather than seeing literacy as only reading and writing words on a page, a multiliteracies perspective understands meaning as being constructed through multiple forms, including visual, audio, spatial, gestural, and digital modes. It also acknowledges that communication changes across different contexts. What counts as effective communication in a classroom discussion, a design folio, an instructional video, or an online platform may be very different. As teachers, this means we need to support students not only in understanding content, but also in choosing the most effective way to communicate that content to a particular audience for a particular purpose. Social worlds. A central aspect of multiliteracies is the idea of social worlds. Students do not use literacy in only one fixed way. Instead, they move between different worlds such as home, school, friendship groups, digital spaces, community settings, and future workplace environments. Each of these settings has its own expectations, language, values, and ways of participating. This means literacy is social, not neutral. It is shaped by culture, identity, and context. In TAS, this is highly relevant because students are often expected to communicate as designers, makers, engineers, or digital creators. They may need to explain a process formally in class, collaborate informally with peers, and present a final product in a polished and professional way. A multiliteracies approach helps us recognize these differences and prepares students to communicate effectively across the different social worlds they already inhabit and those they will enter in the future. Multimodality. Another key idea is multimodality. Multimodality means that meaning is created through the combination of multiple modes, rather than through written language alone. In TAS, this is already embedded in many classroom tasks. Students regularly interpret diagrams, follow visual instructions, use software, produce prototypes, and explain their thinking through a combination of written, spoken, visual, and digital forms. For example, a design folio may include technical vocabulary, sketches, screenshots, labels, layout choices, and reflective commentary. A student presentation may combine spoken explanation with images, video, and demonstration. Understanding multimodality helps teachers see that these features are not extras added onto learning. They are part of how meaning is actually made. Teaching students how different modes work together can improve both understanding and communication. Why this matters in TAS. These ideas matter in TAS because our subjects are naturally multimodal and socially situated. Students do not simply learn theory and then write about it. They read technical diagrams, use digital design tools, create and test products, evaluate solutions, and present their ideas in ways that are often visual and practical. A multiliteracies approach allows us to make these literacy demands visible rather than assuming students will pick them up automatically. It also supports a broader view of student capability. Some students may communicate more effectively through visual design, oral explanation, or practical demonstration than through extended writing alone. Recognizing this does not reduce academic expectations. Instead, it allows us to value the full range of literacy practices that our discipline already requires and to teach those practices more explicitly and effectively. Applying multiliteracies in teaching and learning. Multiliteracies can be incorporated into teaching and learning practices in several practical ways. First, teachers can explicitly teach why certain modes are more effective than others in different situations. For example, a diagram may communicate a process more efficiently than a paragraph of text. Second, we can use authentic disciplinary texts such as design briefs, plans, technical drawings, safety signs, tutorials, and digital portfolios. Third, we can design learning experiences that allow students to demonstrate understanding through multimodal responses, including presentations, annotated prototypes, infographics, process videos, or digital folios. Finally, we can scaffold the communication skills that these tasks require by teaching visual clarity, sequencing, layout, audience awareness, and technical vocabulary. This helps students not only complete assessment tasks, but also communicate in ways that reflect real practice in TAS-related fields. TAS classroom example. For example, in a Year 9 engineering bridge design task, students could be asked to design, construct, test, and evaluate a bridge solution. Rather than relying only on a written explanation, students could submit annotated concept sketches, photographs of the construction process, load testing data presented visually, and a short spoken or video reflection explaining why they made particular design choices. This kind of task better reflects authentic disciplinary communication because engineers rarely communicate through words alone. They use diagrams, measurements, visuals, models, and data together. A multiliteracies approach therefore strengthens both content learning and communication. It encourages students to think carefully about how to best present evidence, justify decisions, and communicate to an intended audience using an effective combination of modes. In conclusion, Multiliteracies provides a useful framework for understanding literacy in contemporary education. It reminds us that literacy is social, multimodal, and shaped by context. In TAS, these ideas are especially valuable because our subjects already ask students to communicate through combinations of language, visuals, design, demonstration, and technology. By making these demands explicit, we can better support students in understanding content, selecting appropriate modes, and communicating effectively for different purposes and audiences. Ultimately, a multiliteracies approach helps students become more capable learners, clearer communicators, and more confident participants in the kinds of real-world design and problem-solving contexts that TAS prepares them for.